tournament to the back of the sun. Prem stars will strike. Jason, shattered players are not having a 4-week FIFA tournament. Are they right? Workloads and injuries. We've seen lots, haven't we, this season?
Yeah, I mean, I think this has gone under the radar a little bit, but it's going to be a big thing next season. We've got the expanded Champions League. Obviously, we've got World Cup qualifiers and so on. And now we've got this, for some players, we've got this Club World Cup at the end of the season from the middle of June to the middle of July. I mean, it's absolute madness that they're having such a lengthy tournament in that sort of period of time. I mean, there are some players who may play, for example, the end of the Premier League season, then the Champions League final possibly, then England qualifiers could be in June. We don't know yet. The draw is obviously to be made for the World Cup, and then straight to this Club World Cup. And then they finish the Club World Cup, and then what do? They go straight back into getting ready for the Premier League. So I think something is going to have to give here. I think this is a tournament, the format of this tournament is a step too far. It's clearly a move by FIFA to, again, grab more power in terms of the organisation of football in world football. It's to see off, possibility of Super Leagues coming in later down the line. But these are the footballers are human beings. They're going to break. The only thing I do say is, if you look at some of the pre-season tours they do, and obviously the post-season tour with Newcastle and Tottenham, it's a little bit rich for some clubs and the Premier League itself to be talking about congestion, and then they're shoehorning more and more games to make money out of at the front and the end of a season. But actually, the principle is absolutely right. This is a step too far. This can't work. This Club World Cup. It's just too much.
Riath, I saw you just smile then when Jason made that observation about the pre-season tours and it being a little bit rich. It's having it both ways to some extent. What do you make of this players going on strike?
Look, I've got total sympathy for any player having to be put in that situation. I've got zero sympathy for any of the clubs. They've cut their cloth. They've shown what they're all about for years. Tottenham going off on a pre-season a day after the season finished. I mean, it's a nonsense. But all of that being said, it's 4 weeks for a totally irrelevant competition. No one will ever convince me that it's anything other than that. It took on a bit of grandeur with Guardiola and Manchester City sort of trying to add it to their improbable number of trophies in a season, but it's the Club World Cup and they're talking about 4 weeks in the summer. It's total nonsense.
Total nonsense. We're going to have to leave it there, chaps. Jason and Riath, thank you.